This is the Unnamed Podcast.
You're listening to the Unnamed Podcast, available on Spotify and Anchor.fm and everywhere else podcasts are available. And here is your host, Midnight Lunatic. Yo, what up, Midnight Crew? I've always wanted to say that. As you notice, I sound a little bit different, guys. I have a little bit different of a sound. Just kidding, guys. Actually, it's Matt Modify, Matt Riley Films, and I've officially hijacked the Unnamed Podcast for this week. The funny thing is, here, let's go ahead and get this music out of here. Come on, just a nice fade out. There we go. Okay, so right now I'm in the Unnamed Podcast studio, and I've officially broken in. Midnight Lunatic does not even know I'm here. He doesn't even know I'm recording this right now. But I heard that he was supposed to do an episode this week, and then due to life, because, you know, life is a thing, he was unable to do the episode. So, me being an avid listener and an amazing friend, if I don't, toot my own horn here, of the Midnight Lunatic, I figured I'd just jump on here and actually do an episode without him knowing. It's a pretty good idea. I mean, he's probably not gonna like it because I'm in some way I'm kind of gunning for his job a little bit. But anyway, guys, welcome to the Unnamed Podcast. We're already midway through the week. You know, the world's still crazy. But yeah, I wanted to just jump on here and continue the show for Midnight Lunatic. I mean, he's a little under the weather, or a little, stressed out from the life, the life struggles. And I figured, let's go and continue on the behalf of Midnight Lunatic. It's what Midnight Lunatic would do. It's what he would do, guys. All right. Well, in that Unnamed Podcast fashion, let's go ahead and jump into this week's Fact of Wisdom. Yeah, Fact of Wisdom time, guys. All right. So I got a couple of them for us. These are random facts, essentially, that you won't even believe are true. Some of them are so crazy you won't even believe that they're true. Take this one for instance. Okay, so giant pandas. Everybody knows how giant a giant panda is. They're enormous. Those big guys and gals, of course, eat approximately 28 pounds of bamboo a day. Do you know what that is? And if we had to attribute that to tons a year, that's over 5 tons of bamboo per year. Man, do they know how to get their eat on? You know what I'm saying? Oh man. Anyway, another random fact, because we're gonna just stockpile these random facts here, just to make up for, we're giving Midnight Lunatic a break here, so we're just gonna stockpile these for this week. Hope you guys don't mind. Now I'm learning stuff, and you guys are learning stuff, and it's just a fantastic time all around. Another random fact is cats are not able to taste anything that is sweet. Did you know that? I have 2 cats, well, and an adopted cat that we saved from the winter flurries down here in the South. But yeah, I didn't know that they couldn't taste anything sweet. That's pretty interesting. All right, let's go ahead and bang out 2 more, guys. We're just moving on through here. The first one is one of the ingredients needed to make dynamite is peanuts. What? Talk about some explosive nuts, huh? Oh, right. Yep, I'll stop. Anyway, and the last one is going to be the largest living organism in the world is a fungus. I can't say that I knew that. I did see the Mario live action movie where they had, the fungus and the fungi in there. But it's actually an organ. And it's covering 2,200 acres and is still growing. Can you believe that? That's got to be fascinating to see in real life. I just can't imagine, what that has to be like when you see that. It's gotta blow everybody's mind for sure. But yeah, I don't really have a whole lot prepared because I kind of spurred of the moment. I didn't expect the lock to the studio to open. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I just kind of like got in there with a little, little bobby pin, little screwdriver kind of thing, and then the lock popped open, and I was like, well, I mean, I already committed the crime. I might as well just go ahead and, jump on here and pretend to be Midnight Lunatic for the week. But yeah, let's talk about some entertainment news briefly here. I'm just kind of scrubbing through the popular things here, and it does look like in the world of superheroes, if you will, it does look like Dwayne Johnson. We're gonna exempt The Rock here because he's just going by Dwayne Johnson when he's an actor now. And he is one step closer to living his dream of being a superhero. That's right. They went ahead and announced DC Comics movie Black Adam will now debut in July 2022. I don't know a whole lot about the DC universe. I like to refer to myself as like someone who kind of like prances between the universes. Like I'll prance in the Marvel universe for a little while, and then I'll prance over here in the the DC Comics universe. I'm not I don't have an allegiance to any one over the other, but yeah, so that's cool. And Johnson's gonna be playing a powerful supervillain, and he's attempting to redeem himself apparently, and he took a picture on Instagram Sunday to show the video footage from Times Square showing the animated graphic plastered across the New York landmarks digital screens. And yeah, so that's pretty cool. I'm happy for Dwayne. I'm glad to see that he's continuing down the path of acting. If you follow him, he's progressively gotten better. He was always entertaining in the world of WWF, WWE. But in the beginning of his acting career, he was a little rough. I mean, we all remember the Scorpion King. I mean, we remember, and we remember him when he technically wasn't in the movie, but he was like CG'd. You remember the creepy computer animated Dwayne Scorpion hybrid? Ugh, we all try to forget that. But yeah, so some other things that we're looking through here. I don't know if everybody remembers or everybody is familiar with Steve Irwin, R.I.P., but his daughter, Bindi, and her husband, Chandler Powell, are welcoming their first child. They just announced at a gala dinner in Brisbane that they are expecting their first child together. It's going to be a daughter. So that's awesome. That's awesome. I mean, I really wish Steve could have stuck around to obviously see his daughter grow and, get to meet his granddaughter. But, we share this news with him in a spiritual sense. Congratulations, Steve. You made it. You're a grandpa. And I can already tell, that you're proud of your daughter and your son and your family, what your family's still achieving here on Earth. And you've left everybody way too soon. All right. Well, let's see what else we got here in the land of entertainment. Let's see here. It does look like we do have some news in the world of Britney Spears. If you're familiar with any of what has been going on for her for the past decade or more, they've actually come out and said that Britney Spears' attorney files a petition to remove her father from overseeing her medical decisions. If you're not familiar, Jamie Spears, Britney's father, has been the one in control of her person and estate since 2008. If you ask me, entirely too long, way too long. That whole situation, we don't have enough time to talk about here on this episode of the Unnamed podcast. But do a little research. Definitely watch the documentary that came out. Very, very enlightening and eye-opening into the complexities of the situation. The documentary is by New York Times. It's called Framing Britney, or Framing Britney Spears, rather. It debuted in February. And many celebrities and supporters have advocated for Britney Spears on social media with the hashtag Free Britney. Very fascinating documentary. It really just lets you in on back when everybody thought Britney Spears was just crazy and they wanted to attribute her, not acknowledge her mental illness as mental illness. They just thought she was off the reservation, and that couldn't have been farther from the truth. And, just definitely watch that documentary. It really is shocking. I have to say, like, my jaw was dropped through many minutes of that episode, or that documentary, rather. Sorry. But yeah, so good stuff. I'm glad to see that Britney's finally being able to be on the path to getting her own life back. That's terrible that people, just because you fathered somebody does not mean that gives you the right to control said person. But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna at all be able to compete with the length of the Unnamed podcast that usually Midnight Lunatic delivers to you guys. He's a rambler. He can ramble with the best of them. Not to say that I'm not. I can ramble with the best of them too, but there's something special about that Midnight Lunatic that he could just get in there and just ramble about all sorts of different things. So I'm going to leave that up to him. I'm not going to go ahead and tread on his territory more than I already have. But, yeah, so it's been exciting, guys. I'm glad I could jump on this episode unofficially, guys. I'm going to have to get out of here before the 5-0, the fuzz gets here, because it ain't going to be good for me if that happens. So, but yeah, definitely follow Midnight Lunatic if you're not already on all his socials. Check out that chicken skin review video. I believe it's a 2-parter now. Super awesome stuff. The chicken skins are phenomenally good. They are really, really good and well worth your money. If you get in there and you think that they might be too expensive for you, wait till you get them on your taste buds, and things might change a little bit. Your opinion might change a little bit once you know how deliciously good those chicken skins are. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here and see if I can escape the law. I'm sure Midnight Lunatic will be back here next week, or at least the week after, if not, as life permits, of course. But I want to thank you guys for tuning in to this episode of the Unnamed Podcast with me, Midnight Lunatic, clearly. Just kidding, guys. With me, Matt Modify, or Matt of Matt Riley Films, MDR Productions with a Z. It's been fun, guys, and tune in next time when the original host of this show comes back, puts the crown back on, and parks his ass in the rightful throne of his own show here on the Unnamed Podcast. All right, guys, take care, have a great week ahead, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.